What's going on, guys? It's Cliffy here. Welcome back to another Kolkata Knight Riders career mode. Today we are taking on the Lions and we'll be out for some revenge. Last time around was our first loss. Lost our first game of the season versus Punjab by I think about 20 odd runs. So we will be looking for a bit of vengeance here today. We'll be looking for a big win against the Lions. So I think it's struggling at the moment. Currently sitting, I think they're in 7th position. And that there is definitely going to help. Aaron Finch, big wicket of him, gone for 6 off just 12 balls. Bowled Yadav, caught Morne Morkel. And I guess the big news going around the cricket captain community at the moment is obviously the release of Cricket Captain 2017. It is going to be honest before we know it. There is an exact release date, but I cannot remember it off the top of my head. I believe it's definitely the start of July. Like I think it's the first couple of weeks in July. So really looking forward to that. Hopefully get some footage in. Hopefully the gameplay has changed a little bit, and we can boost things back up. Get our New Zealand career re-going, get our Australian career re-going. And there's another big wicket. Suresh Raina gone for 16 off 9. And all of a sudden, inside the power play, if we can pick up Brendan McCullum off these last couple of balls, we are going to be in with a very good shout. But Morkel continuing to do what he did last game, or was it the game before? I can't remember, one of the two. Bowled very well. I think took 5 for in that game, so hopefully he can do the same again. And one thing that did not really work for us last time around, it must be said, was our spinners. Narayan and Kibar Hassan, normally very solid in those middle overs, don't go for many runs and do pick us up wickets. That was not the case in our last game. They were expensive. Which is an issue because normally they're those guys who tie things down in the middle, really put the stranglehold on the opposition, and fingers crossed that they can do that here again today. Shakib's going to like this, bowling to 2 right-hand batsmen, hopefully try and turn the ball away from them as much as he can. And I was going to say Shakib, but sorry, Sunil Narayan, he will just be looking for wickets any way he can get them. Very rare that he gets taken to in 2020 cricket, very rare that he does not take any wickets either. But it's looking as though today could be another day for that there. And these two are putting on a good partnership, which we need to break sooner rather than later. So I may look at bringing back Morne Morkel because he was destructive in that first over. Did take 2 wickets, however went for 13 runs. But at the moment we really do need wickets because Kartik 34 off 14 and McCullum 21 off 23, which is something you do not see very often at all. And the Dinesh Kartik, I was going to say, rampage continues on, but Morkel has come in. He has managed to pick up that wicket, the crucial wicket. And he's actually got 2 in the over again, so very happy with that. We've got 2 right-handers back in. But that has really swung the game, I guess you say, back in our favour. If we can pick up another one now, especially Brendan McCullum, the Lions are going to definitely be completely on the back foot. So fingers crossed we can do that. I'm going to persist with Morkel, only because he is just taking so many wickets at the moment. He's got a bloody 5-wicket bag already, and he's only bowled 13 balls, would you believe? So hopefully he can continue to be chief destroyer in this KKR bowling lineup. He has been expensive today, though, which is strange. Normally, he doesn't go for many runs. Normally our bowlers don't go for many runs. But if you're taking wickets like he is, I mean, he's taken 5 for, I don't care if he goes for 30, 40 runs. You know, he has done the damage up the top. He's done it in the middle as well. And all of a sudden, all we really need here is another couple of wickets. We're down to the tail, and then we can look to go and try and punish from there. So Morkel, he's actually not bowling that bad, 5 for 27, and he does have this 1 over left to go. McCullum still hanging in there, surprisingly, 40 off 37, playing very much an un-McCullum-like innings. You know, we're used to seeing the hit and bash of McCullum in 2020. Not really a guy, I mean, he does stick around, obviously, but keeps his strike rate up very high when he is doing it. That's an unlucky chance by Robbie Utapa. Could have possibly taken that catch, would have made things easier on ourselves. But we are down to the last 4 overs. Looking as though we're going to be chasing somewhere around that 160 margin. Unless we can pick up some wickets here, or unless the Lions get a bit of a move on, get a bit of a roll on. Which potentially they could. I mean, we just haven't been able to pick up wickets. The spinners, Shakib and Narayan, I believe now have gone 2 games without any wickets, and they have been expensive as well, which is something, you know, that we're not accustomed to. We're accustomed to those guys Oh my god. Bowl a bloody no ball and get the edge off McCullum. You've got to be kidding. He gets him. Oh, he doesn't get him. My god. But look at that. None for 38, none for 37. He does actually get the LBW, sorry. I was going to say, that was absolutely plumb. Had the umpire not given that, there would have been something seriously wrong. But, it has been a pretty good finish. Just 4 off that last over. And the Lions finished 162 for 7. Morkel obviously picking up that 5-wicket bag. What an innings it was from him. And hopefully we... I mean... We went back to back to back to back to back to back to back. I can't remember how many times with the wins. Hopefully we don't go back to back with the losses, because that wouldn't be good. Dale Steyn coming in now. You'd have to say he's probably going to be one of their most aggressive bowlers. And Kumar's a guy we can probably take on just with his little medium pace. But I think Gambier going again. He's had a pretty horrid run at the top, it must be said. Chris Lynn hasn't been a whole lot better. But I don't really want to alter that opening batting combination. You know, a lot of people have said Cliffy go with Narayan up top, just like KKR did in the IPL. I think the top order, the way I've got it, I think I like it quite a lot. You know, there's possibly someone else I could bring in to open, I would say. But I do like Lynn. You know, Lynn and Gambier up the top, obviously the left-right combination. And Utapa coming in at number 3, like he is here, really has that role to play pretty freely. I mean, 41 off 23 here today. Gets an outside edge off Steyn. As I said, probably the most aggressive bowler in this side. And he's gone. But he's gone and got the emphasis. He's got us off onto the right foot. And that's exactly what we want. I mean, the required run rate now is down. It's almost at 7. And we still do have Chris Lynn in as well. So there are plenty of positives, I guess, to take away from this. The major positive for me is Chris Lynn. He is hanging in, he is scoring runs, he is hitting boundaries, which is what we want to see, especially heading round to finals time. After this game, only 4 games left of the regular season, and then we are down to the business end of the tournament. We're down to the semi-finals and all that jazz. So this is the time I want players to start hitting form. It does still give Narayan and Shakib a chance to regain that bowling form that has just mysteriously gone missing. I have no idea where it's gone. It has just disappeared, but we need it to come back quick, smart, because those are the guys, as I said many a times in the bowling innings, they really do help us out in the middle overs. They are very good, very economical, and they do pick up wickets as well, which is what we need. And I don't want to be going back to the seamers time and time again. So I have put the aggression up full on both of these players now, because the run rate has started to get away just a little bit. So we want to make sure that that is not the case. We want to make sure that we can get up in this game, not pick up back-to-back losses. Chris Lynn picking up his 50 just a couple of balls ago, sorry. And Manish Pandey, 27 off 37. So he did struggle a little bit today, it must be said. But Yadav has been in very good form as of late. So having him closing out the innings at this stage where we need, I wouldn't say we need runs in quick success, but we do need them sooner rather than later. So I'm pretty happy with him being in at this stage at the moment. And it also does give him a chance, a young player, to see the game through for KKR and potentially pick them up the win. And that's what he's doing at the moment. He's playing through in boundaries. There's 3 overs left to go, 18 runs required, and Yadav has gone for 18 off 10. Experience to come, though. You'd have to say, in this situation, you would chase it down with Yusuf Pathan, Shakib Al Hassan, and Narayan left to come. Chris Lynn still at the crease as well. He is going to be crucial in this chase. Remember, we did need 15 off the last 2 overs. We've gone and picked ourselves up 10 already, and we just need the 2 off the last over. It's going to be the Steyn train to finish things off, and Chris Lynn goes, thank you very much. I'll ponk you up over mid-wicket for 6. KKR win by 6 wickets, and Chris Lynn with that 69 not out. Morne Morkel, the man of the match, for his 51 off 31. What am I saying? 51 off 31. 5 off 31 with the ball. He didn't even get a bloody bat, so he picks up the man of the match. And KKR snap their losing streak, their 1-game losing streak, and maintain their place at the top of the table. So just 4 games left to go now, guys. And you'd have to say, well, with 4 games left, we are guaranteed a top 4 place. But we want to pick up that minor premiership. We want to finish in top spot if possible. But anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap things up here. If you have enjoyed this video, make sure you drop a like. Subscribe if you're new. Social media links are down below in the description. Until next time, going to grab myself some orange juice. Ka kite anoa. See you soon.